Hey guys, and welcome to a new series. So we've got a new game here, it just came out pretty recently on Steam Early Access, called Portal Knights. It's kind of a mix between a standard RPG and say like Minecraft or something like that. It's definitely a lot of fun. The object, basically you've got an open sandbox world, you hop around portals to get to different biomes. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll create a new character here. I've got a couple that I've kind of been playing around with, but for the series, we'll start a new one. Get us an archer here. Alright. Got a bunch of different hair options. Let's see what we got. That kind of looks interesting. We'll go with that. Let's see if we can get him a beard. No. No. Oh, there we go. We'll do a full-on mountain man beard here. Change the color. That's not too bad. Something crazy like blue. Ugh. No. Alright, yeah, that'll work. We'll go with that. Or that one. Let's go with that one. So you can customize the ears and the faces a little bit. I'm not going to go through quite all that, but voice options too. But we'll go ahead and go on through here. Alright, give it a good name. Now, one thing I have noticed about this game is you can play a couple of different ways. You can do a play local, which allows anybody on your local network to join the game immediately. It's really easy to join. Or you can do your Steam friends, or you can play alone in a completely private world. The worlds are completely randomly generated, just like Minecraft or any of the other sandbox games. We'll go ahead and let's make us a fresh universe and play. So far I've been really enjoying this game. In the forgotten days, the world was peaceful and whole, but the fracture arrived and tore the realm apart. Boo! Now the only connection between the disparate lands are the ancient portals. They are guarded by covetous fiends who thrive in the darkness. The world awaits heroes who will restore the light to the portals and reunite the peaceful realm. I'm really bad at reading. Peaceful Hills. It's pretty peaceful. Alright, so we've got a couple of things here. We've got potions that we start out with. I'm going to go ahead and throw those on the bar because we will likely need them. And I believe because this is early access, I do start out with a Pioneer Cape, which gives us a mana regeneration and a health regen. Super useful. So we'll go ahead and put that on there. And we'll go ahead and move on. Now the tutorial for this kind of starts out. It walks you through basic movements and things like that. Alright. Another thing that you can do in this game is you can jump 2 tall, which is kind of nice. Minecraft is only a single tall. So we've got there's these little structures with little things floating over them. Those are our tutorial quest locations. So we'll come back to this one later. We don't really have the gear for that. But we'll go ahead and kill off a couple of things here. Alright. Got our quest done there. Kill 3 enemies. Oh, I'm shooting at hay. Practice our dodging, which by the way I'm not very good at. Alright, good deal. Got us some XP. Let's go ahead and go check out our house. This is kind of the basic structure that you start out with here. It's got this table here, which is the workbench. So we'll need to upgrade it in order to repair it. So we're going to need some logs. We'll also need some of this wood here. Tree's kind of in the way. Can't quite get up there and get that one. Get over here. Oh, got it. Okay. So one of our quests is to kind of place 5 of these, so we'll throw these down. One thing I definitely like about this game is it has connective textures. So you see when I place down wood blocks, it kind of just fits itself in, which is super, super useful. Go ahead and finish building this wall up. Actually, I think that's a window, but that's alright. We'll be able to fix that later. Got that done. Now we need to get us some trees. Now there are other tools and weapons in this game. There's armor and all kinds of stuff you can do. Alright. Got us a couple of logs here, so let's go. You don't have to punch wood. I guess that's good. Upgrade our workbench, get that functional. Sweet! Alright. Good deal. As you can see, we've got stone pickaxe that we can make. We need to go find us some stone. Now the other thing that's interesting about these games is you've got these portal stone shards. And you use those to craft the portal stones that you actually put into the portal to make them functional. So I'll show you that real quick. Each map has a portal or 2 or 3 in it that connect it to other sections of the world. So if you look down here, there is this, which is the portal. Let me move to the other side so the tree's not in the way. And you put these blocks in here. Not like that. And they make functional portal. Once you have all of them, but we're short one. So we'll go find another block. We do need some stone to make a stone pickaxe, so let's go ahead and get some of this here. Now with the weapons, it's a lot easier to aim straight ahead, and it's difficult to hit things at an angle. So that's definitely something you may want to consider, at least blocks anyway. Enemies haven't been too big of an issue, but getting started and hitting blocks that aren't right in front of you with the weapon that you're given at the beginning is kind of interesting. All right, so let's build us a stone pickaxe. Now the pickaxes and tools and weapons and stuff have durabilities on them, which you can actually repair on the fly with these sharpening stones. You just put them on your bar, and then whenever you have an item like your weapon or pickaxe or something selected, you hit the number that corresponds to where you've got the sharpening stones at, and it'll give you a 50% durability bump. Now at some point we will rebuild the house and get that functional, and make that a little bit bigger. One thing I've noticed about this game is the crafting workbenches and furnace and those kind of things are all extremely large, and they take up a substantial amount of room in your house. So we'll definitely want to upgrade the house at some point. We'll go ahead and get all this stone out of here, though. We can use it Now this, you find them at the end of dungeons and mines and stuff like this. These are like treasure chests. You break them open and you get a bunch of stuff. The other thing is you have a first-person view mode. So you can click center mouse button. Give you a first-person look. So you better see what you're aiming at, what you're hitting, that kind of thing. And you can get right back out of it. Alright. Let's go back over to our house here. As you can see, we're missing a lot of walls, and we don't have a roof, and we don't have a door. We'll fix all that here in a minute. See what we need for our tunic here. Scout tunic. It looks like we're going to need cotton. So we'll have to go mine some cotton here in a minute. Let's get this extra stuff out of the way here. Make some room for crafting tables. Broken furniture and whatnot. Make our house a little tidy. I really like the graphics in this game. It looks pretty good. I'm definitely a fan. Now let's see. It does have a day-night cycle, so it looks like it's fixing to become night. And when night happens, bad things are afoot. Specific monster groups tend to spawn specifically at night in the different biomes. And they're typically a lot of them. But we'll hide in our house here in a minute and deal with that. But I do want to come out here and get some cotton so we can build our first piece of armor. Cotton trees are pretty much all over the place, but you can easily start a small garden with them just by replanting the seeds. Planting's really simple. Basically, you just place the seed back on the ground, which I'll go through here in a bit. Come in here, make our cloth, and to craft multiple things, you just click on it a bunch of times, and then your finished item pops up over here. So unless you click on it and pick it up, you'll have this red exclamation point kind of sitting there and letting you know your table is finished. I did notice in multiplayer games, only one person can use a crafting table at a time. So you want to keep that in mind. See if we can get us some pants too, maybe. Alright, good deal. So, to equip stuff, you basically just click on the slot and it pops up what'll fit in that slot. So this will give us some health. And this will give us a critical hit chance. So the armor, all the armor has different stats on it, different effects. Some of them have bonus stuff on them. And we'll see all that here in a minute. Or once we get a little bit further into the game. Let's see, to upgrade our workbench, get more recipes available for us. We'll need some copper and some wood. We'll figure that out in a minute here. I'm going to make a couple of these here to keep them handy. Like I said, they are super useful. Water. These little water vials you can pick up to make more health potions. But we don't have the other ingredient. The other ingredient you can get from these red berry plants. I think you can see one right like down over there. And you break those and you get berries that you can make health potions out of. There's also food in the game. There are carrots and other things like that that you can eat in order to restore a minimal amount of health. Alright, I think right now what we really need to do is kind of hang out. We'll some of the big nasty stuff is probably going to spawn here in a bit. I don't remember if it spawns during the tutorial or not. It may wait until after the tutorial before it starts spawning that stuff. But we'll go ahead and kill some of this stuff, get some XP and some drops. Now when you attack stuff, it does lock the camera to that target. If you want to get out of it, you can right click and that'll unlock the target. One thing I've noticed, I have a night character that I've built up a little bit, And that particular character has trouble hitting things that fly, particularly mobs and things like that. And the way that I've been doing it, I don't know if it's the way that everybody else does it, but it's the way that I've been doing it. It seems to work okay. Is once you get a target on it, unlock the camera from it, jump, and then swing, and it'll lock the camera again, and then just rinse and repeat until you have it dead. It's kind of annoying, but it works. Alright, let's make some more portal stones here. May as well craft as many of these as you can whenever you can, because you need them pretty often as you move through the different worlds. We'll go ahead and put this in here. It does take 6 of them per portal. There we go. Alright, so we've got that open. Now, once we go through it, we can pretty much move back and forth between the open areas. And as we unlock more stuff, you can move back and forth between those. So, now that said, the one thing at this stage, we're going to go ahead and go back up to our house here, and we'll go ahead and end this video. We'll pick this up on the next episode. There's one of our nighttime bad guys there. You guys are kind of annoying. Gotcha. Alright, got a little XP out of that. Go back over here. Camp out in our house for the night. Anyway, like I was saying, guys, if you like the series, please let me know. Leave me a comment, leave me a like. Definitely tells me you like the series, that you appreciate it, and want me to keep going. Subscribe to the channel to definitely check out my other series, the other games that I'm playing, and future content that will be coming eventually. Definitely keep in touch. Like I said, subscribe. It helps me out so much. I much appreciate it. And we'll catch you next episode.